So this kind of totally novel bacteria is reported by academic Xu Jianguo. He have the name of my name, use my name for the novel, for the new bacteria. That means I contribute a lot to the microbiology. So he used my name for the new bacteria. That is not because of I find the bacteria. It is Professor Xu Jianguo, he find the new bacteria. So for COVID-19, we need a lot of drugs for the treatment, especially for the new drugs. And actually, we conduct a large multiple center RCT clinical trial to verify the efficacy and safety of the oral administration of this kind of new drugs. It is a kind of new drugs combination. And in patients, we have already used a lot of patients for the clinical trial. It's a kind of protein inhibitor. So total about 47 centers included, more than 1,000 of the patients recruited in my clinical study. Patients were individually into different groups, and one is the treatment group under the treatment with the new drugs. It is GST HG 171 plus ritonavir, and another is the control, the placebo control group. So in terms of the efficacy, the treatment group achieved a very good result to have a very short time for the recovery of the clinical symptom. And you compare with the placebo, with the control, and we can get the patients recovered too earlier than the control group. So as far as the safety, no significant difference between the two groups. So that means the drugs is very safe. So we have already the publication in well-known journal. It's in the Lancet journal. So actually, for the drugs have already got approved in our country to use for the patients when we have COVID-19 cases. Thanks. I would like to say something about your question. So for the phage treatment in my team, both in Shanghai and in Shenzhen, we have already have a lot of patients actually with a very commonly drug-resistant bacteria like some Borrelia, like Pseudomonas, and also Staphylococcus. For those kind of drug-resistant cases, especially in the COPD or the heart failure or in the ICU unit, a lot of patients, they got this kind of drug-resistant bacteria. So we use the phage treatment for all these of the patients. We got a very good result. Now for the phage treatment in the world, it's still a new technique. So the antibiotics based treatment for all those cases is still at the beginning. So we would like to have some kind of criteria for those kind of patients, and we also would like to have this facility for the phage screen, for the phage clinical trial, and for the phage treatment for all those patients. I do believe in the future, and we can focus on the translation of the phage treatment for all the serious cases with drug resistant to promote this kind of the clinical outcome. So in our hospital, the Shenzhen 30 People's Hospital, any of the departments, if they have those kind of drug resistant bacterial cases, they will refer to my unit for those kind of patients. So I hope phage treatment can be widely used in the near future in the world. Thanks. So for the patients, if they have their exposure to HIV, both before and after, we have the prophylaxis for those kind of patients, and it's very successful. If the patients use the drugs, it will be very successful. But the only question the only challenge is the patients must have a good adherence to the treatment. On the other hand, nowadays, for other cases, we have the functional cure. So in my research team, we now have four kinds of clinical trial for the functional cure of other cases. We use DNA vaccine and the antibody and the anti-HIV treatment for the clinical trial. And we also have some like CAR-T for the treatment of the AIDS cases. So I think maybe in the future, we will actually treat all the cases, and the patient can totally be cured, be recovered, do not have any more drugs. So functional cure in the future for AIDS cases will become true. For the cases in my hospital, we have the clinical trial for the functional cure, and the clinical trial will be successful maybe in the near future. So I do believe HIV/AIDS can be eradicated in the future. Thanks. So in the past 40 years, our third people's hospital had the ability and the infrastructure for to face the infrastructure in our hospital to face disease X in the future. And we have the team. In the light of the definition, it has two features for disease X. One is the international epidemic in the future. Another is the uncertain passenger. So my team in the third people's hospital, we can identify the new passenger within 1 day, and we can also develop the antibody, the kits for diagnosis, and also vaccine, and also the drugs. So in the future, the government as well as of the health administration authority, we should keep alert and make some preparation for the potential uncertain disease X in the future. But my team have the ability, and we can face the challenge in the future. Thanks. So at first, the young scientists should always keep their curious regarding the scientific problem in their own fields. They should be trained to have a good capability to find literature and to grasp the main value of a certain paper first, so that they can understand the progress of the scientist. Of course, use an AI assistant technology such as ChatGPT might also be useful. But anyway, they should have a habit, namely to read literature every day. Second, they should have 2T, namely in 2I. Secondly, they should have 2I, namely independent and international. Independent means that a scientist should have his or her own knowledge based on insight regarding his or her field so that they can obtain enough self-confidence to keep their independent independent thoughts concerning their research. International name that they must have an international voting so as to communicate with the global scholar in their research field. So English is so important. English skill is so important. So the quality of the medical career is the most important. So we should try our best to communicate with the scientists to encourage them to submit their valuable medical career to the high quality of our journal. Establishment of a database of our peer review is also very important. So we should have the team for our journal. Then we will encourage in make of our journal be in index in the important scientific database such as WOS, Scopus, PubMed, and the Google Scholar. Or anyway, a good manuscript character is so important, which can bring a number of potential scientific plant in a vital role in the improvement of this journal. Thanks.